How about instead of saying this year is going to be my year, say today is going to be my day. I'm going to get done what I need to do today. I'm going to do what the best version of myself would do today. And then when tomorrow arrives, I'm going to wake up and say, I'm going to focus on today. Stop thinking about the mountain that you're setting out to climb in the upcoming days. The steps that you have to take today that's going to get you closer to the top.
We can verify. We know she's telling you the truth, but her truth got her arrested. First degree murder. So this is your
starts off with you have to have pride in yourself. There it is. The Google Play.
When we started this conversation, you said you was at home all day.
Well, he actually was at home and all that day. I said, yes.
You started that. It wasn't until you said that we talked to the wife and you said, yeah, we went.
All right, Finn. I'm just going out with smoke.
And the latest IRL swag. Go reward yourself.
Finding balance in life is a fine art.
Never give up! Never in your life give up! Keep driving through the goddamn pain. Muscle through the pain. Muscle through the goddamn pain. And I just said, just shut up and let me enjoy this pain.
Yeah. Oh, come on, half an hour, Finn. I'm going out to sit in the back garden. It's fucking freezing, bro. Winter's coming.
To love
Winter's here.
You need to get on it. You need to be in here every day. Welcome to tired of looking at this shit. You'll show up. I'll see you there. Because you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to be like, fuck that. You're going to want to be in the
I love the haircut, Finn. You look well handsome, bro. You look like one of the members of Fly Zone. We can put a...
Because it's real. The most realest feeling that you could ever have is being in pain, because everything else, happiness can be fake, crying can be fake, but pain? Shit. That's real. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that,
you're fucked.
you have a real problem. I'm broke. I hope you'll come back. Let me be very clear. I'll never give up. Never. Damn, man, come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. What are you gonna do? How bad do you want it? There's two options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again. For it is dead.
The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you.
It's cold out here, bro.
I want everything to be perfect before something happens. That's how I want everything to be... Look, as soon as everything gets all lined up, gets all perfect... Life that I can't still take some action. Because, yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
Do
You
something.
keep doing this. You can't keep doing shitty things and then feel bad about yourself like that makes it okay. You need to be better.
Why are you out running 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and not later in the day? Why do fighters do that?
Because I don't want to do it. I mean, just if the discipline is to do things that you don't want to do. I don't want to get a run.
Now, here's the key to the law of accumulation. This law says that everything counts. Everything that you do counts. The biggest mistake that people make is
Yeah,
they
I
think
tell
that
you what, I
only
like
what
the
they want to
haircut,
count
Finn.
counts.
You know.
Even when you read a book, when you listen to an audio
Yeah,
program,
you're a handsome
go to a
fella.
course, when you go to bed early and get up early and work, it all counts. And it's all going on the
And
left
then
side
one
of your
day
ledger.
you'll have great
But
pubic
when you
hair
watch
too, bro.
television, waste
Yeah.
time, hang out, fool around, and so on,
Look at
all
me
of that
chin.
counts as well.
You imagine what me
And
balls
it's
are
going
like.
on the negative side of your ledger.
person who has a great life by the law of accumulation.
My brother's
is a
going to
person
the other
who's
side of the
accumulated
world
far more
tomorrow.
credits, more pluses on the credit side than debits on the debit side. And here's an important point. If what you are doing is not moving you towards your goals, then it's probably moving you away from your goals. Nothing is neutral.
You know, every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one. The fish just don't jump in the boat. You know, meaning you better go out there and do it yourself. You know, don't wait around and wait for someone to hand deliver something. Go make it happen. You know, the fish don't just jump in the boat.
My
If you want to go
daughter
catch 'em,
come
go
out
catch
with a
'em.
belter
You know,
quote
throw
the
that
other
line in the
day.
water and go
I
do
was
some
like,
work. And if it doesn't work that day, do it again the next day.
I
Whenever I
get
get to a low
tattooed
point
on my
where I think,
chest.
why do I even bother? I just remind myself,
You know.
this is when most people stop, and this is why they don't win. And this
Don't
relates to
bleed
another
on
one, which is
people
a
who
reminder
won't
for the
shed
gladiators
any
in the
for
arena who
you.
feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is
Or
hard.
don't
Hard feels
bleed on
shitty.
someone
This
who
is what hard
won't
feels like.
shed blood
And
for
this,
you, or
most
something
people
like
can't do
that.
it, but you can.
There's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're gonna keep doing it. Yeah, and that's their grind. Like David Goggins said,
The music
uncommon amongst uncommon
blocks
men.
out the silence, Finn.
Be 100% honest and say, comfortable with the understanding of hard work brings great reward.
The trees are moving,
For a
bro,
diamond to be
and bollocks
produced,
tired I
it
am.
must first go through extreme heat. Extreme heat. Extreme pressure. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? For a diamond to be produced, it has to go through extreme pressure. Extreme heat. And if that wasn't enough, what makes a diamond is the cut. So you are put through, if you want to be a diamond, you must go through extreme pressure. If you can't take pressure, then you're not a diamond.
If you don't see results in the first 2 days or the first week, I'm done. That's the mentality of most people. The struggle is too real. We're not patient. Like in a world where you can Google.
I had one of my
the
best
restaurants around
weekends
me right
this
now.
weekend, Finn.
It's a lonely, scary, dangerous pursuit, and you got to be willing to
Lock
risk
the gate,
everything
you know what I mean,
to
bro?
become that seed of what you believe is in there.
And that's where delusion comes in, because
Right, motherfucker. Take them shoes off your baby. Oh, fucking hell. Now, I'm gonna watch. What the fuck is that, bro? Yeah. Packet of hula hoops. But Finn, the haircut suits you, bro. I'm absolutely bollocks. You know, kids are hard work, bro. Honestly, it's a lot harder when you're in your 50s than your 30s. You know, that's what I noticed. And anyway, I'm getting fucking older, bro. My body's not healing the way it used to. You know, I get a little bruise, Finn, and it doesn't go for months. You know, my body's not healing, bro. It's stopped healing. That's insane. It's been through that much trauma, mate. Not just me mind, me body. But I think I'm gonna end this live very soon, because I'm fucking bollocks and I don't wanna fall asleep down here. You know, I'm absolutely bollocks.
This panicked voice on the phone was to Doreen Spears. Her 62-year-old friend, Lisa Ann Stuckey, hadn't been answering calls or messages for over 2 weeks.
I'm just gonna watch
so on
this.
July 2nd, 2017,
I like watching documentaries. I like watching police interrogations, you know. I learned all about the root. I learned all about, listen, right, so I like psychology, okay, so I like to know a little bit about psychology, okay, and I've watched a shitload of police interrogations. I also know the law, you know, like, believe it or not, I know a bit about law. I know a bit about American law and English law and Irish law. But I like watching like real crime stories or red tree crime. You know what I mean? There's loads of different ones you can watch, but the FBI they use this technique. It's called the read technique, right? It's what they use against, like they use it for psychological profiling serial killers and you know what I mean? Like the best of the best minds when it comes to psychology, do you understand? Like people who write theses on psychology, you know, people that have PhDs in psychology, not just degrees, PhDs who write fucking books, who are scholars in psychology. But learn me about the read technique and about interrogations and about being able to withstand interrogations under heavy pressure. Like, for instance, right, if they use the read technique to psychologically profile most of the serial killers in America, okay, right, think about the ones they use to get into the minds of radicals like infidels and like soldiers and how to break them. You see, the one thing I like is war. And the one thing about war is every soldier has the same job. Life sustainability. You know, it's up to you to stay alive and it's up to you to keep your six alive too, right? But I need you to do me a favour. If you vote for me in the next election, I will try push forward in the House of Commons public floggings on a Friday for infidels. And it's going to cost a fiver a brick. You know, and the money will go to the survivors of all the rapers that's out there for counselling. I'll bring in public floggings on a Friday. You know, I'll turn Sharia law into Sharia law. What you do here? Yeah, Sharia law. Whatever you do here, the law has you, bro. We're gonna stone you to death. And we're gonna bleed and stream it all around the world to every other country and say, here, look, we put you in charge of England. Look what he's done. You know, he's went out and not just stopped the boats, sank the boats. Sink them. Never mind stop them, sink them. Here, just go out with bigger boats and fly past them and rock the boat. And if that doesn't work, fuck a grenade in it. Now, I tell you one thing, if you've ever wanted to see a boat empty, throw a grenade on board. You know, so if you vote for me for president, I'll bring in public floggings, public executions, and stonings. I don't think they'd pass it in Parliament. It's like, but if they live under Sharia law, why can't we work under Sharia law? You know, you should pass that. You should hashtag that shit. Sharia law. Not Sharia law, Sharia. Sharia. I'm going, because you're fucking with me program. Look what, still. Well, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. And I don't know what the fuck you're listening to, because I can't hear shit.
The garage door was unlocked. This seemed odd since Lisa, who lived alone, was always careful about her safety. As Doreen stepped into the garage, a horrible smell stopped her in her tracks.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Her mind raced with terrifying
You don't forget that
possibilities.
smell. I remember
Without
smelling it
hesitation,
once.
she grabbed her phone and dialed 911.
Yeah.
Within minutes, Detective Corey Payne from the Bonneville County Sheriff's Office arrived at the scene.
It's horrible.
Little did he know he was about to walk into one of the most disturbing cases of his career.
As soon as I walked in, it was clear that the back door that led to the backyard had been kicked in.
No shit, John Joe.
That was the first sign that really something was wrong here.
Yeah, the second sign, the bolt is on the fucking ground, mate.
Shoe print where someone had kicked in the door.
I know I don't.
That evidence was lifted with tape to be processed later.
And you know, you don't have a voice, fuck you.
To collect all sorts of things. The first thing that went to my mind is maybe this was a burglary that went wrong. The closer you got to the back master bedroom, the smell got worse.
Here you are.
It was a putrid type smell.
Alright, whatever, I haven't got a clue. Yeah, whatever. What was your prophet's wife?
The body was found.
Talk to me.
The body was so badly decomposed, it was difficult to know whether or not this was a male or female we were dealing with. The body was on top of a pile of clothes.
Say something, boy.
That was covering the back of the head.
You've got 10 minutes, so go on, hit me, baby. I'm going in 10 minutes. What time are we on? Yeah, in 8 minutes, in fact, 11 o'clock.
They were met with a horrifying sight.
Yeah.
The back of Lisa's head was severely fractured. The blunt force trauma to the skull made it clear to detectives that this was not an accidental or natural death.
Oh,
it was a homicide.
Her fucking head was cracked like a coconut 6 times.
The detectives immediately went to work,
carefully
searching every corner of the house. They looked for fingerprints, weapons, and anything else that might give them a clue about who had done this terrible thing.
Just outside the master bedroom, I noticed a ball peen hammer. Knowing that she had...
I need a fucking shave. That's what I need.
That hammer was the first thing that we looked at as a potential weapon in this homicide. There were quite a few fingers that were taken from the scene. And we tried to grab any that we could find that might lead us to who the suspect was.
During their search, the detectives
I won't get kicked in the balls tonight, or my beard won't be pulled. You know, my son last night, he was yanking on that, he was. You know, he's weird, he was trying to bite it and all. I was like, what are you being weird for? For a whole hour, he was smacking me in the face and grabbing my beard and trying to bite me and all. You know, I was like, wait, Mary, listen, I've been feeding you all day. You know, you're not getting fed after midnight. Well, I don't mind. Yeah, you can drink, but you're not eating after midnight. No fucking way, mate. Hell no. You seen what happened in Gremlins, didn't you, when they fed them all and wet them on fucking shit and you're not popping everywhere? Yeah, we don't want that, do we? 9,049 subs to me target. Lee Marvin Hitchman. Wagwan. Bro, listen. I'm fucking still waiting for you to come, bro. You told me you were coming last week. I waited for you. You should plug your book over at the fucking Etihad, bro. Do you understand? I'll do a protest outside Telstar. You know, you just stand across the road and we'll cause a scene. You know, you might even get it on the news. Free publicity, bro. You know. There's been a major development over at the Etihad. Elon Musk shows up and he gets fucking kidnapped.
She first met Wendy Lively. Despite the
Elon
significant age
gives a
difference,
sub.
Wendy and Lisa
Elon gives a sub.
quickly became best friends.
Hussein.
They did everything together, often spending time at each other's homes and
Well, I
socializing.
tell you one thing, mate. I'm
Lisa
not from
also
where
built a
you're
warm
from.
friendship with Wendy's husband, Alan Lively. Their stepson,
Hey,
Jamie,
have you got a satellite phone?
chores and errands around
Are you
the house.
watching me?
The
Are you
Lively's
fucking
embraced
here? Hang on a minute, wait. I know
making her
your
feel like she
game.
truly belonged. Over time,
You've been
she
watching
became
me,
part of
haven't
their
you?
family.
I feel that the Lively's were looking
From a
for
raft
Lisa,
somewhere
and
on the
they
way
just
to the
figured
UK.
out they just felt like they needed to bring her
Hey,
under their wing and keep her
probably
doing
after
what they could
stoning
say.
loads of women to
Lisa
death.
also became friends with 72-year-old
Or watching your daddy do
Alan
it.
Lively's widowed stepfather. What started as
Allegedly.
a kind and supportive friendship gradually deepened,
Apparently.
and the two eventually began dating. This new romance, however, seemed to shift the dynamic.
Doesn't matter where someone's from, brother. Does it?
Began to sour.
Voila.
Delved into Mario's background, they
Tika.
discovered something shocking.
Through our investigation, we learned that he had a criminal
Alhamdulillah.
violent crimes.
Here. Are you cross? Are you Russian as well as?
Given that robbery could elicit the killer's motive, Mario's background.
It's a pretty name.
Flags. Mario knew Lisa had valuables and cash.
I like it.
Could he have planned to rob her and things went terribly wrong? Did Lisa catch him in the act, leading to a struggle and her death?
Oh,
The
shit.
couldn't shake the feeling that Mario was hiding something.
Maybe.
With his suspicious behavior and history of crime, the detectives
What are you
decided
mad
to bring
for?
Mario in for questioning.
Hey, have I offended you?
And they hoped Mario held the key to unlocking the truth about Lisa's murder.
Voila, brother. Alhamdulillah, brother. Why the attitude? Voila. What? What? I have a life, several of them. I have a life, and you've about 6 wife. Don't worry about me, mate. I've got a life. I've got several. You know, I've got a life. I don't need 3 or 4 wives. The fuck out of here, dickhead.
Wasn't limited to his criminal past. He also revealed a
When did I escape? Hang on a minute.
Apparently Wendy had misplaced.
You're asking me when did I escape? When the fuck did you escape? Hey, look. Hey, when did you escape? And from what organisation did you escape from? Hey, which one? Which one? ISIS? Hezbollah? Mossad? The Taliban? Hey, which one have you escaped from? I know where I escaped from, mate. Yeah, fucking dickheads like you.
Could financial troubles have driven Mario to rob Lisa? It was certainly a possibility.
Salam alaikum, brother. Be humble. Be humble. Hey. Wallah, your religion teaches you to be humble. Be humble. And don't be such a fucking hypocrite. Be humble, brother. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, Allah blesses you with wealth, strength, and health.
Perhaps the lab could uncover the missing pieces of the puzzle and lead them
Tika.
Because of the decomposition of her body, we still didn't know the exact time of her death, so we used her cell phone and analyzed it.
A review of her phone calls indicated she had completed phone calls late on June 15th, but from June 16th on, there were no more outgoing calls. Just phone calls with contacts coming in from concerned friends. And so we had an operating theory that the crime occurred late.
Shout out to Muhammad. Hey, peace be upon him.
Timeline established, the detectives turned their attention to the neighborhood. They hoped someone might have seen something that could help them crack the case. However, their efforts were hampered by the holiday weekend. Most of Lisa's neighbors were out of town, enjoying 4th of July celebrations. Left with few
Have
options,
any of you watched that on fucking Netflix about Ed Gein?
As the person who found Lisa and made the 911
It's called Monster.
shed some light on the mystery surrounding Lisa's death.
My man, they made lamps and chairs with fun. Do you know what? He made a bowl out of someone's head and had coddle in it. You know, he made a fucking lampshade out of someone. Out of a barmaid, he made a lampshade. True story. It rhymes that, doesn't it? Ed Gein made. He made. Yeah.
Strengthening the detective's suspicions about
Oh, hello, Diego Jota. Bro, we have an infidel in the chat.
She revealed that Lisa's relationship with the Liveleys had become
I'm okay, bro. I'm just fucking some strange people on here, you know. I'm good.
Just as the detectives were preparing to
Yeah, some infidel asked me, Tommy, where did I escape from?
truck driver who happened to be doing some yard work at a house next to the
Bro, listen, yous are gonna win the league. Put it that way. I still think, even before, look, I reckon Liverpool will win the league still. You know what I mean? I wouldn't bet against them. Put it that way. You know, but do you see last night, Alex Pereira? He got the job done. He's set it up now for a trilogy. You know what I mean? A big money fight. I can't wait to see Javante Davis beat the brakes off Jake Paul.
Could it be Mario, their initial suspect?
You know, Tank looked really small, but this is what he is. When he makes weight, he looks really small. But when he steps into the ring on fight night, you'll know why they call him Tank. Now, if Jake Paul wins this fight, it's scripted. I'm fucking telling you. Javante Davis has already said this is his last fight. You know what I mean? Would you take a dive for 10, 20 million? I would. You know, but there goes your legacy. Well, I'm not far from you, lad. If you ever come to the Etihad, when you're at playing City, I'll meet you there. I'd be the one in the United shirt, walking through a sea of fucking Liverpool fans and City fans. It'd make good content, you know. Liverpool's gonna win it this season, I reckon. I really do, you know. I think they'll win it. You know, you've got one of the best captains in the league, being Virgil. You know, he's a great leader. You know, Deacon Blue, why fucking not, mate? I love all them bands from years ago. You know.
Regaining his strength and even resume some of his normal activities. However, everything changed when Dwayne started dating Lisa. Wendy implied that the relationship had somehow negatively impacted Dwayne's health.
You can tear up a photograph. Let me know, let me know. Looking happy, looking happy. I'm alright, bro. I can't complain. I had my son from Friday to today, and I dropped him back this morning. Had some breakfast there, had a bit of dinner, and then come back down here. My little brother's going to Dubai in the morning, man. Bro, I've never been anywhere, you know. I fucked it up, like. But me brothers, they don't take drugs or they don't smoke weed or any of that shit. You know, they like a point. They don't ever fuck with drugs.
The detectives
You
were
know.
intrigued. What had really happened between these two friends? Why had things
Yeah.
gotten so ugly?
I'm the only one in
To
the
get a better
house that
understanding
smokes
of the
really weird.
situation, they decided to talk to
You
Wendy's
know.
husband, Alan.
Dude, there's zero tolerance in this house for Class A drugs. Me and my brothers would row, and I'd be gone. You know. What me mother wouldn't allow, bro, it's still not allowed. You know. Bro, listen, all I want is the simple things in life. You know, people make life that complicated. Look, things change, man. You know that song? What a difference a day makes. Like, it's like if you listen to it, you know. 24 little hours. Well, bro, in order to fix the fuck up, you have to break. You know, I believe you have to be at your lowest point, and then you just, you know, and some of us just give up too soon. You know, but football is very good for mental health.
As detectives listened
Well,
carefully to
my
Alan,
mother used to say, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is history, or today's history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Was it an act of revenge driven by the lively growing resentment and anger toward
He's
Lisa?
going to get his teeth done and do, boy. Like, not turkey, do, boy.
The interviews with Mario, Doreen, Wendy, and Alan
You know.
provided valuable insights and potential leads, giving the detectives a sense of progress. However, their hopes were shattered when the forensic lab results came
You know, I'll be honest with you. I was saying, here, listen, you've got a 1 in 100 chance that a hijacker would board your flight. You know. I said, listen, tell you what, here's the signals to look for. When you're flying over the Atlantic Ocean, if you look out the plane and you see two F-16s, one on one side and one on the other, you know you're dead. So you don't have to worry about it, bro, right? And if all else fails, we have a plan B. Listen, DB Cooper jumped out at 20,000 feet. Do you understand? He jumped out at 20,000 feet.
And shed light on the growing tensions that may have led to Lisa's murder.
6 hours on the plane. Mate, I only want to be on a plane for 40 minutes, that's it. Fuck that. I don't like flying. Listen, it's in someone else's hands then. Your life, I don't like that. You know, I'd sooner stay on the fucking ground, thanks. Do boy? Yeah, good boy. Fuck that. I don't like the heat either. I'd only go to get on a camel, and if the truth be told, it's like I'm sure there's some resort in the UK where you can jump on a camel. You know, just fucking stick a mad background in and put a turban around your head, and that's a lovely thing to say.
When the detectives asked Jamie on about Mario, he confirmed the story of the fight over the
Yeah, I'll get a nice gift. Don't get me wrong, he'll bring me something lovely back. Something fantastic. You know, like, if I landed in Dubai and he goes, bro, what you want to eat? I'd say, here, get me a bag of them. Go on, go see me, can you get me a bag of hula hoops in Dubai and see how much they are? Bro, you know what? I've never seen the fascination with wine. I understand cheese, okay? I was a chef for 7 years, right? I don't understand good wine because I've never been a drinker of wine. You know, but I know a lot of people that like red wine rather than white wine. You know, I had a geezer that I worked with, yeah, and he believed that he had a nose for wine. And this particular chef was South African, right? And we used to store vintage bottles of wine. I used to work for a place called Cucina, bro, right? And it translates to kitchen in Italian, right? And two things we used to stock, yeah? Number one was fucking vintage wine and vintage cheese, right? And I'm not joking you. This fucker, right? I remember one day we were in work, yeah? And he did this challenge with him, right? 30 separate bottles of wine. They had 100 bottles of wine, yeah? Some of them were dated from 1920, bro, right? They had about 100 bottles in the rack, in the set. It was a set. They poured 30 glasses, miniatures, tester samples, into 30 little cups, like that, right? Just enough to wet your lips, right? Yeah? You do this with the cup. He'd write something on a piece of paper and put the cup on top. Next one. Smell it like that. Bro, I witnessed it with my own eyes. He didn't get any wrong. Now, we're talking vintage bottles of wine from 1920. As you know, cheese and wine here are fine. It's like, and this geezer had a nose for fine wine and expensive cheeses. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this geezer's a fucking genius. Like, he's a connoisseur of wine, I'd say he was. And he had a Michelin star. You know, he had previous restaurants too. I was lucky enough. Yeah, bro, come here, listen, right? Who fucking knows 30 bottles of wine? Red wine, cheese, I've been the missus. Well, like I said, and I knew fuck all about wine. I know fuck all about wine. Like, I'd smell 30 and I'd probably get fucking all them wrong. You know, because I don't know wine and I don't know cheese, but this geezer, like, bro, he was a good chef, you know. Like, we had a lot of fucking high value items. In that stock room, we had caviar, we had cheese, we had wine, we had truffles. Bro, when I say truffles, I mean a fridge of them. Do you understand? Do you know how expensive truffles are? I didn't know anything about all these. Nah, bro, listen, I knew nothing about wine, but this geezer, I witnessed him sample 30 miniature little cups and wrote a name on each one. Bro, blew me mind. I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, there's no way. But bro, he had this smell, and before he tasted it, he wrote down what he thought it was and tasted it and went to the next one. You know, what time are we on? Right, guys, it's 11:15. I'm going to say good night to you, yeah? I'm just going to watch a little bit more telly and then I'm going to go to bed because I'm absolutely bollocks. So, thanks everyone for coming in. Nah, listen to me. If I, okay, I know nothing about wine. But this geezer, like I said, he owned his own restaurant, 2 of them. So I'd imagine he served a lot of bottles of wine in his time, you know, and drank a lot as well. And this geezer, like, I'd never seen anything like it. Like, now when it comes to weeds, I can probably smell 4 or 5 different weeds. That'd be about it. And I've been smoking since I'm fucking 19. Well, weeding anyway, you know, but what this guy did was just genius. You know, I'd never seen anything like it, you know. And he couldn't have been cheating because we were all watching him, you know. So, like I said, it blew my mind, you know. He did learn me a little bit about cheese. You know, like I'm talking, some of these items that we used to stock, it was like £1,500 for a block of this cheese. 1,500 quid for a block of cheese. Some of them are worth £4,000. You know, that have been away for like 50, 60, 70 years. You know. But anyway, bro, what I'm doing is I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean, I'm absolutely bollocks, bro. I had, hey Lena, I'm just about to fuck off. I had me lad over the weekend, bro, and it's like I've done 45 minutes. It's only supposed to do 15. So I'm gonna say fucking good night to you all, cause I'm absolutely bollocks, mate. I'm just gonna watch the rest of this thing I'm watching, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Lena, I have a thing for you to watch, and it's called Monster on Netflix. It's #1 today. It's #1 today. And it's called Monster. It's all about Ed Gein. Hey, it's better than Dahmer. Right, guys, good night. I'm away. I'll talk to you tomorrow. We out.